before they took charge. And the expression, they have a monopoly on violence, and that's what worked for them. That's what worked for Hamas. They're very organized. They control every aspect of life in Gaza. They're totalitarian, and that worked. So I mean, as they say, the trains ran on time. So this is why I think they were able to survive this long. I mean, they're extremely dangerous and violent and oppressive, and they're the Muslim Brotherhood, and they impose Sharia law. And listen, I don't have any problem with another country having Sharia law. I do have a problem when they then come into Israel and massacre Jews. I mean, Hamas are the people that use suicide bombers. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Ro. I'm getting your message in the chat. I have to go read it. I'm triple tasking here, answering the chat, talking in the room, and also I can't check the back channel as well. Go into
I'm going to answer the dude's question. Do Palestinians have the right to vote? Area A, I would tell the dude in the chat, take out your little phone and Google Area A and tell me when they vote, who they voted for, and who would be stopping their ability to vote in Area A. Area A being under full Palestinian control. And I would look at that area, which has, I believe, Bethlehem, Ramallah, Hebron, Jenin, Jericho. Take a look at who lives there, who controls it, and the voting. And then tell me how Israel has anything whatsoever to do with what happens in Area A, where all those cities are, and then put your point in.
I mean, the point that Abby is making, it's worth repeating, I think. Yes, Palestinians vote in their area, and Israelis/Jews vote in our area. And I mentioned Jews because there are no Jews in Palestine, because we have been expelled. There are almost no Jews in the entire Muslim world, our neighbors, again, because we have been expelled. So yes, we vote in our country, Israel, and they vote in the whatever government they have been able to set up. In this case, as Abby points out, under the Palestinian Authority, or Area A. So that's the answer. Obsidian. Yes, they have the right to vote. And by the way, they haven't occupied. They haven't voted in what, 2 decades? And the reason why is because it's understood that the Palestinian Authority is corrupt, and they would lose if they held an election, and the Palestinians would elect Hamas again, and Hamas kills the Palestinian Authority. They massacre them. So these are some conflicts that the Palestinians have to resolve if they want to have self-governance. And for the record, Israel has no interest in governing them. Thank you for your questions. You're still there, Obsidian, and you can also hear. I'm going to invite you up to talk. Invite to speak. I appreciate your questions in the chat, and we can discuss it verbally too. It is an audio app. Abby, this podcast that you sent me, are you still here? Abby has moved on. In any event, Obsidian can't join right now, but maybe later. Okay, Obsidian. Abby has sent me a podcast about how we are, well, there's a conflict on how to understand history. And it's an interesting point. You know, they say history is written by the victors. And of course it's true. Doesn't mean we can't tell the other side, by the way. Just because history is written by the victors doesn't mean that it is inherently unfair, you know? So where are we at here? I got another question from Obsidian. Thanks, but I don't speak. Okay, well, I understand Obsidian, and I know you're taking the side of Hamas. Let's see, you don't speak, you just use BS in the chat. Okay. Okay, Harry. Now I lost my train of thought. I was trying to have too many conversations at once. There's no moral equivalence between Hamas and Israel, or Hamas and Zionism. Zionism is our Western democratic expression of the right of an indigenous people, the Jews, to live safely and securely in our homeland. And as such, as a pluralistic society, as we often mention, 20% of whom is Arab and enjoys full and equal rights and participation in the democratic process, as a full and equal democratic society, there is no equivalence to a totalitarian, authoritarian, militaristic terror cell like Hamas that lives on our border and is dedicated to destroying us. And I have to say, I think it's time that we listen to them. So when somebody tells you that they want to kill you, it's time for us to listen to them and to respond appropriately, and not to pretend that, well, if we're nice to them, they're going to be nice to us, which was our old model. We literally used to say, well, if we just give them this, they're going to be nice. Well, if we just give them that, they're going to be nice. No. The Palestinians took the side of the Nazis in World War II. Okay? That's literal. They literally worked with and for the Nazis. The Palestinians then followed Yasser Arafat after in the 60s with the PLO, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, which is a Soviet-style terroristic movement that initiated hijacking civilian airplanes. That means you get on the plane, and now you've got people with machine guns who are telling the plane has to go to Cuba, and you're being held hostage, or Uganda, as you can remember perhaps from the famous Entebbe incident, in which the IDF had to rescue kidnapped Jews on a civilian airliner. And as such, the PLO didn't just slaughter Israelis, slaughtered Jews, just Jews. So these are the leaders that the Palestinians have followed. Following Yasser Arafat, a terrorist from Cairo, whose name is not Yasser Arafat, it's like Abdul Rahman. I could read you his name. So that wasn't his name, and he wasn't Palestinian, he was Egyptian. Now they follow Hamas, whose charter says they want to kill every Jew on the planet, and every Christian. So that's who we're up against. We're up against people who want to destroy anybody that's not like them. It's the heart and soul of racism. Let me read what somebody's writing in the chat. History is written sometimes by hypocrites, like history of Tabari in Islam. El Normo, not necessarily with victims and victors. Okay, fair enough. Mahrad Adlasi, fair enough. Normo is so good. Thank you, Or. Your name is Light. That's a beautiful name. Thank you for saying that, Or. I'm glad you appreciate it. Thank you, my brother Moshe, and Shabbat Shalom. I wish you a magnificent Shabbos, and I hope to share in the peace of Shabbos tonight. So let's all pray. And since you're reminding me if there are any Jewish guys within earshot, I encourage you to put on tefillin, because we need it. And thank you for sending me a flower, Mahrad Alashi. Beautiful, thank you. Welcome always, amen. Thank you, Or. And here's my brother Randy arriving. It looks like he's arriving. Oh, there you are. Well, you want to come up and share, Randy? Here we go. What's up, yo? Boker stove.
Well, as you may notice on my PTR yesterday, I ran into Hillary Clinton for real. It's really her. I saw her. And I didn't talk Middle East at all. She just recently said some negative stuff. But I didn't get into it with her. It was in a parking lot. That just wasn't the right place, right time. If I see her again, we're going to talk about Israel with her. But first time, we didn't talk about Israel.
Well, that's just the first date. You don't want to turn her off, Randy. Congrats.
Exactly.
I'm glad that you're willing to date somebody who might be a little older than you.
She's hard work, though.
That's fine.
But just honestly, it's better than a lot of 60-year-old women. We haven't had work done.
Did you guys just go for coffee on the first date?
No, yeah. Beautiful, yeah.
Oh, impressive.
I mean, at different tables.
I mean, do you want to say where you ran into her? Were you there in Chappaqua?
No.
Yes?
It was Long Island.
Oh, really? Let's have a look at the background here.
It's a parking lot, though. It's just a parking lot.
So, is that her to-go box?
Yeah, I guess he left that. I guess the restaurant gave her some stuff to go. Looks like the restaurant. It looks like they just packed up some stuff for her.
She looks really happy.
That's right.
I mean, I don't want to be forward or anything, but do you have your hand on someplace there?
Yeah, I had my hand on her butt.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, you know, you gotta make your move, you know?
Wow.
Right. I didn't even to center myself, I'm sorry.
No, it's fun. Text me back channel where you were. I won't say it aloud in the room, but I'm interested to know. I have a feeling. Does it begin with an H?
Did you just say to keep it private?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, no, you're right. Your answer is yes.
Okay.
And now let's stop.
I'm stopping. That's great,
Is it Hoboken?
Yeah, it's Hoboken. I know. Hoboken. We all know where it was, but I won't put it into words.
No, it was East Hampton. Okay, I'll say.
Dude, you couldn't resist flexing. I love it.
The Hamptons, I like it.
He couldn't hold it back.
To feel excluded. I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm just not sharing with. I'm only sharing with them.
He could have said Fire Island.
Does it begin with an H?
Well,
It could have been Hop Hog. You could have said Hop Hog, Randy.
I could have said Hempstead.
You could have said Hempstead.
Anyway, moving on. Now, you know, from what I can tell, she had one Secret Service guy, and he wasn't that big. He had a driver, one Secret Service guy. And
Wow. Doing double duty, not the driver and the Secret Service.
yeah, yes, sir. And I'll say one final thing. They parked illegally. They parked in a parking zone. So, you know,
Well, that could come up in the next election. I hope you took photos.
the Clinton entitlement is still there. You know, it's not like water, but it's something. You know,
It's not. Did you did you ask her for her email address?
you know, that's what my nephew. That was his joke too. That's the one.
Really? Did you Did you get my email?
She has a Hotmail account. No second date.
Yeah. I was. Other people were coming up to it.
Was there a line?
No, just one or two people came up to her in the restaurant, but he was down. That's when she was done eating. One or two people came up to it. And
Only one or two people. Where did you? Okay, you ate it. You want to say? You might as well say where you ate since you said.
I don't remember. It's a restaurant. It's called Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Clarissa, yeah. And so, well, let's say a few people came up to me, and a woman I know, who's a female lawyer, and is kind of a pioneer in her field, like, the first female partner of her firm, etc. And she was talking to her into crying. When people meet celebrities, or people meet special people, they get very emotional,
Well, women.
Well, I was thinking, my parents are gone now, but I was thinking to myself, wow, my father would be so happy for me, he would just be so happy to see me, my parents think I'm great. As a young adult, there's nothing, and here I am.
Hobnobbing with the masters of the universe.
It was moving to me. I didn't quite cry, but I have to admit it's emotionally moving, to me. Whatever else you want to say about it.
Did anybody notice in Randy's PTR, he's got like a size 22 foot?
Yeah, a lot of people are commenting on my feet. That's the main comment I get. Almost more than Hillary is my foot. I have a size 12 foot, but somehow the angle has made it look like I have a 28 foot. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe that's why she wanted to talk to me, because I have big feet.
Well, it would be difficult to push you over. There's no pushover, Randy.
Yeah. Unless that Secret Service guy has some kind of cool training, there's no doubt I could, like one-on-one, I could have taken him. I mean, not that I want to, but, I was not intimidated by him, but maybe he has a gun or something like that,
You think it's possible that he had a gun?
Probably, yeah.
No, it's guaranteed that he has an automatic weapon, like strapped. I think that's a requirement. No question.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to meet up a little because I have to walk up and get out of here. It's good to see you all. Boker Tov, and Dr. Long.
Good shots.
Good Shabbos. You know what? I can share this with I won't even name the person that we had dinner with a little while ago, Randy, but he'll be interested. Don't mention who it is.
Okay. What do you think?
I'm saying there's a person to whom I'm related with whom we had dinner recently. Chinese. Yeah. So I'm going to share it with them.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They're with their loved one. All right, Randy. Good content. Good content.
Yeah, I'm going to meet up a little while I get ready to get out. I have to. Right?
Yes.
You all.
Yes. So the breaking news is that our friend Randy is dating Hillary Clinton, which I think is appropriate. And those are the kinds of people that hang out in our safe space for Jews. World leaders like Randy and Hillary. I think they're a beautiful couple.
Does Bill know?
Is that really Hillary Clinton? I didn't have to look at the
it
picture
is.
again.
It is. But, I'm interested to know what kind of food she took away with her.
And was it kosher?
Maybe it was her emails.
There were a few emails.
That's a very dangerous. That's a very dangerous girlfriend to have.
Why is that?
You better be polite, because of the rumors of the Clinton body count. You've never heard of the Clinton body counts?
We better warn Randy.
Randy better use protection in more ways than one. I think he likes the excitement, Randy. It's more of a thrill for him. I was actually out in EH for the past almost 2 weeks.
Very nice.
It's so beautiful out there. There's nothing like it.
I kind of agree.
I actually did a charity event with the SAG Cinema. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Very familiar. They've been doing charity events for like the last 5 years or something.
This is a funny story. I actually, you know who I met at that event? I met a producer who, her business partner is Zoran Mondani's mother.
Yeah, Mira, what's her name?
She's Zoran's godmother. Well, the mother, I'm not sure what her name is. Well, this woman, I don't necessarily say her name a lot, but
Mira,
she is Zoran.
Mira Nair, I believe it is. She's got a couple of Academy Award nominated, and I think in one case winning films.
And she, one of her most recent things was something on HBO, which was a movie about Henrietta Lacks, I believe. But it was all your types of people, Norm. It was all movie people. It was kind of cool. A lot of agents, PR people.
Interesting. I mean, is the Sag Harbor Cinema in any kind of shape now? I mean, I remember the fire was years ago. They still haven't raised money to fix it up? Or did they fix it up?
They fixed it up, but it still needs some help, I think. But they raised a lot of money that night, I'll tell you that.
I've seen so many movies there. By the way, it was usually empty when I went to see a movie there.
Yeah, we went to a movie there. We watched this new movie. It's kind of like a horror. It's like called Weapons.
Weapons, yeah. People are recommending it. Do you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun movie. A lot of like jump scares. I don't particularly like how it ended, but it was good. So I recommend. I think there might be an A24 movie.
Right. My kid is recommending it to me.
Yeah, it's fun, but I'm like a horror connoisseur, so I wish the ending. Well, I guess
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
It actually wasn't bad. Another movie that I watched that weekend as well called Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
And that's another horror, which I was very unhappy with the ending, but also pretty good. So both those movies, if you like horror, Bring Her Back and Weapons.
You know what I watched with my kid the other day? Because he's working on something similar, Dressed to Kill. Have you seen that film by Brian De Palma? I mean, it's considered a big film.
No, I didn't see that film, but I did meet De Palma's kid at this event.
No kidding.
Yeah, wasn't De Palma married several times, right? Like,
For sure. I mean, that's normal, I think, for Hollywood.
And I think one of his wives, who might be an agent or in the industry, was there as well. He did. What did De Palma do? Scarface?
That might be his most famous.
Yeah.
He did Blowout, Scarface. He did a Vietnam film. I have to think about the name with Matthew Modine. But yeah, let's look at his filmography for a second, because there was a minute in which he was one of the big three Italians, De Palma, Scorsese, and Coppola, but then he fell off. Then Coppola fell off, and Scorsese is the last man standing. Let me look up. I'm sure I'm forgetting something important that he did. He kind of fell off with Bonfire of the Vanities. That was his big fail. That just went to pieces. That was sort of sad. Brian De Palma, still around. Let's see. His children are Piper and Lolita. You know which one you met? He never won an Oscar. Am I still audible?
Yeah, you're all. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Boy, there's a lot of forgettable films in here. Let's see. The Fury. I don't think I saw it. Dressed to Kill is one of his big. All right. So okay. Oh, forgot some important stuff. Okay, I forgot the Untouchables, which was a big hit. It was really good. Really good. The Vietnam film that was a fail is Casualties of War, unfortunately. Okay, I'm forgetting some important stuff. Body Double is a very weird one, which I recommend. A weird horror film. I don't want to say too much. So just check it out is all I can say. I'm gonna double check and make sure I'm thinking of the same one. And then he did Carlito's Way is very well regarded. Very well regarded.
I love Carlito's Way.
That's a good film. A very New Yorky film with Jose Guzman and with Pacino, right?
Correct.
Playing a
I
lot.
like the French Connection.
He didn't direct that though. That's William Friedkin. And he did very well with Mission Impossible. That was a really good comeback for him in '96. I think it was the first Mission Impossible. And then he did Mission to Mars, which I didn't see even. He did The Black Dahlia in 2006, which I didn't see.
So De Palma's wife that was at this event was Gail Hurd.
Okay.
She's a producer. She did Terminator, Aliens, Armageddon, The Walking Dead.
Wait a second, I think he did Carrie. He did Carrie, okay? Now that really put him on the map. I forgot that too.
That's great. I love Carrie.
Carrie is lovable. You should see Dressed to Kill. Let's see, Body Double. Really don't even remember. I guess I didn't see it. Erotic thriller. Yeah, he went into the world of erotic thrillers for a while. Well, I think what I remember
I'm a
about
big fan of.
who?
Do you know that I'm curious your opinion on Cronenberg out of Canada?
Oh yeah, he's considered a master. Look, we emptied the room. This always happens when we start talking like, inside baseball, whether it's film or books or movie, film or music, like with Randy. The room empties out. It's kind of funny. We can get it down to just two people.
Well, Randy's past is in music, correct?
Yeah, but it's also music for film. There's a long list of people who never win an Oscar and deserved one.
You know who's someone that should be on the lookout for? Who I think what I was kind of hearing is an up-and-comer who's going to be a star. Richard Gere has a son. His name is Homer Gere. And I don't think he's really done anything yet, but he's going to be breaking out in a big way.
Well, that's good. I mean, I didn't know you were that involved in the industry, and I'm glad to hear it. We have a lot to talk about. I don't think we ever really talked about it. But I will say that I see that Richard Gere has been blacklisted by China because of his advocacy for Tibet. He became kind of a Buddhist and a meditator. And he cannot work because China won't let him work in this country. That's how much a pull China has, and that's sort of interesting. So Homer may have to change his name, or maybe they won't realize that he's Richard Gere's son. I don't know. No one wants the kids. I don't know what that means. Audiences are not enjoying those films. I don't know which films you mean, but you can come up and tell us, Craig. Oh, the kids are the actors. Well, it depends. Look at Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller's having an unbelievable career. And he's the son. He's a Hollywood kid. So sometimes the kid can even surpass the parent, Look at Michael Douglas, the son of Kirk Douglas, So there are some exceptions. I'm not trying to be contrarian, but there are possible.
Well,
Drew Barrymore,
sorry, I lost my bar. So I'm not really involved in the industry. I have a good friend, one of my best friends, who's really pretty high up with an agency. But it seems like an industry I would enjoy being part of for sure.
It's fun to have a conversation. I mean, it's a lot of work. Ben is now.
He's
right?
on.
Ben Stiller is now.
He's on the phone he's on the phone nonstop. You can't even really enjoy hanging out with him because he's just taking calls all day, every day.
Is he an agent?
Yes.
Was a big firm.
The best. And his clientele.
Was in Denver?
Correct.
Yeah, I've been represented by them.
We'll talk offline, and I'll tell you more about him and who he reps, but it's pretty impressive.
Do you work with him?
No, I don't. But there could be some opportunities for me to do some things for him in the future.
Say it again.
I said there might be some opportunities for me to do some things for him in the future.
Cool. Well, they do things differently. We could always talk offline. I'm saying in Hollywood, I won't say more, but it's anyway. Mickey, what's going on? I'm glad you came up.
One second, déjalo ahí arriba por encima. Norm, what's up?
Yo.
I actually came up yesterday to tell you something, but you had just left.
Oh.
You remember what you were talking about yesterday about Brad Pitt in
Once Upon a Time?
Once Upon a Time, Cliff Booth, right?
Yeah.
So did you know that? Sorry, I'm just fixing things in the office here. Did you know that Tarantino wrote a 10-episode miniseries, which is a spin-off that continues the story of Cliff Booth? And Brad Pitt fell madly in love with it, but Tarantino just wasn't up for the task to do a 10-episode miniseries. So what Brad Pitt did is he took it to David Fincher, his good friend, because they did 7 together. He took it to David Fincher, and they're actually in production right now. They're doing a mini-series for Netflix, 10 episode about the life of Cliff Booth, and David Fincher is directing.
That's interesting. I feel like Fincher may have done Mindhunters as well. I mean, when they say they're directing, he does the first 1 or 2,
He's the
and then
creator.
somebody else takes.
He's the creator, and he did the first and last episode. He's like a fucking master. I consider him one of the masters.
There's no question about it. It's interesting, though, that Tarantino is even bigger. I think Tarantino can, okay, I'm not doing television yet, because he can. Because he's Tarantino, and he's, up there, I think, at the pinnacle with Paul Thomas Anderson. They're, neck and neck.
That's his move. He's just not saying it yet. He keeps talking about this 10th and final film. He's doing these plays, but it's obvious he already has a contract with the franchise of Star Wars to do a Star Wars series for Apple TV, which they were going to start earlier, but then it's on hold. But they're still holding on to that contract, so he's still signed on to do that, even though there's no set date. But it's a big move. He's gonna go into television.
You watched the conversation with Bill Maher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So that's
Great
going to be
conversation.
really cool, and it directed me to his, pun intended, to his book, Cinema Speculations, which I'm listening to now. And
Amazing book.
you know the book.
Yes.
Well, I'm going through Don Siegel now. In fact, think I started. I have to go see if I bought it. Fell asleep. I started Dirty Harry again last night.
Yeah, he's like an encyclopedia, and he makes you want to watch all these movies, and he
Yes.
motivates you to do so. It's great.
And Don Siegel never really got any attention as an auteur, right? He was like a journeyman filmmaker. And now just looking at Dirty Harry, I see how wonderfully the scenes are directed. In fact, usually not usually, but often when I'm watching a film, I can figure out how they did something, and it's interesting to me to learn from them and see what they did. But I'm looking at some of the action sequences in Dirty Harry. It's like, wow, I don't even know how he did that, and wow, I never would have thought of that. But again, that's after Don Siegel having done 30 films or something. He did so many films in so many genres.
And doing those amazing moves back then was much more complicated. They're the ones that invented them. They didn't have the capability that directors have today. It's like that's why Hitchcock is so impressive.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, Norm? How you doing? Where you at? New York City?
At the moment, yeah, I've been like almost non-stop traveling.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just spent 6 weeks in Israel.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. I was there in April. Maybe you heard me say.
I remember. I was hoping we would connect, but I couldn't. 3 flights were canceled. I had a flight right before the Iran attack.
Yeah.
Oh, you were gone by then, right?
Yeah.
You were gone by then. Yeah. I had.
But the Houthis sent me something special delivery, and somehow missed each other. This is what a schmuck I am. I'm walking the streets of Tel Aviv, and I'm over by the old cemetery from the cholera epidemic across from Chabad. I was heading to Chabad. I hear the sirens, and I'm like in New York. I was like, oh, sirens, like big deal, like I've heard those before. Somehow I didn't have the app on my phone. I had no idea that those sirens were real. Like I just had Yom HaAtzmaut, the sirens were for in memorial. Well, what's the thing before Yom HaAtzmaut, the night before, the Memorial Day? Anyway, what's it called again, Mickey?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask.
I
don't really know.
Memorial Day. So, I didn't do anything.
Yom
When I heard
HaAtzmaut, you mean before? I really don't know. No, I don't know.
the night before Yom HaAtzmaut is Memorial Day, or the day before, and then the day after is Independence.
Yom HaZikaron.
That's what I'm saying. Yom HaZikaron, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Yeah. So we just had Yom HaZikaron. They had the 2 sets of sirens, and you get out of the car and stand in memoriam, which was a beautiful experience. So when I heard the siren, on this day, which I was on my way to the airport, by the way, after that, I didn't do anything. I just kept walking. And then later on, I learned I was supposed to take shelter, and I had never done it. And then I got to the airport, and the package that the Houthi sent me, it landed next to the airport.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Huge crater.
Yeah. Yeah, big. I wonder if they were sending a message knowing that it would hit next to the airport, or if they were trying to hit the airport.
Hey,
That would have been sort of sad.
What do you think? I doubt they have that precision. They aimed for the airport, and I think so. They shoot ballistic missiles, so I think that wasn't intercepted because they knew that it would fall in a place that was just like grass.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. But
No, you sound correct. It sounds correct. It's a little scary. And usually,
when you're dealing with only one missile, which is generally speaking what the Houthis, they only have the capacity to shoot one missile at a time. It's every single missile that they shoot is shot down. The only time they ever managed to successfully strike Israel was with that drone like a year ago, a drone that went through into Tel Aviv. It was flying very low. It went unnoticed, crashed into an apartment block and killed a guy. That was the only time they managed to. But so when it's only one missile, it's very, very unlikely that they can't shoot it down. So I guess they just decided to save the cost and let it fall in the grass, and maybe study it and see what kind of missile it was.
Very interesting. Those are interesting points, Mickey. You're making me miss you because of the way you think and the way we're talking about things now.
Are you planning on coming? I actually need to speak to you about some very big developments that have happened that we discussed in our last conversation when you were here. But
Terrific.
Are you planning on coming Europe or Israel anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm going back and forth nonstop, really. Yes.
Nice.
I usually, I'll usually start off in England, and then go, and then use that as my base. I'll get over my jet lag, and hang out, maybe go to the countryside, or we went back to Spain, in fact. We didn't go to Barcelona. We went to Mallorca.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're working on that thing here with the Catalans, right?
Yeah, that's going well. And there's other stuff we just started up as well. So, exciting. So, yeah, and I also feel like, I don't want to say should, but this is a time when, I don't want to say Israel needs me, but this is a time when I feel like if I can offer something to help, then I want to do it, because this is a critical time.
I think we all feel like that on some level.
Yes.
I didn't have any Israel film projects going on or in the books before October 7th. Now I have 3, It's like, it's completely unexpected, It's completely changed everything.
Well, we're just talking that a friend of ours is working on an October 7th book. A historian, so I mean, there's going to be a lot of film opportunity out there. Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about it in here. But somebody that everybody knows.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
Yeah, let's have a phone call.
We'll do,
at least.
Yeah, we'll do a phone call. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally open, and I miss you.
Same here, Norm.
Yeah. So let's see what's happening in the chat here. Craig C, who I don't really know. Oh, they're still talking about how the kids are not as talented as the parents. Well, but this made me think of Ben Stiller. Were you here when we were talking about Ben Stiller?
Who, me?
Yeah, were you here? We were talking about you were here?
Yeah.
So did you watch Severance?
I did not, actually. I haven't had the time, but yeah, everyone's raging about it. It's supposed to be really good.
Well, I think really from a directing point of view, if you can, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I really recommend it. I think it's a tour de force of directing. I think it's really a breakthrough for television. I think it really, I think it's an advancement of the medium, frankly. And it's just really good storytelling and really good directing, which I mean, they're the same, but they're also different. I mean, both from a sort of a filmic and aesthetic point of view. I don't know, do you ever feel the conflict between making it beautiful and telling the story? Do you ever think about those two? I mean, are they competing to you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I started in commercials and music videos, so everything was about making it pretty.
Yeah.
And the storytelling was where I was maybe the weakest when I started making films.
Yeah.
So then it's this constant battle of, okay, what what looks great, and you're just constantly thinking about the look and the music and the sound, but you're not focusing enough on the story. And then you start realizing that the story is the most important thing. And the fact that you have the advantage of later being able to make it pretty and look good and sound good, that comes second. And so it's a constant battle.
Well, it's very interesting because compare it just because his latest thing after dealing with Tarantino and cinema speculations. Tarantino of Tel Aviv, whose son is Leo, we should point out, right?
Yeah.
Just to say that we're on the same topic here. And his affection for Don Siegel. And maybe for Tarantino too, especially in the last film, Once Upon a Time. It is beautiful, there's no question, and there's Margot Robbie, who is just ravishingly beautiful. But you're not thinking in terms of, it's not like a European.
What?
John is at his setup right now.
Is that what you use, Poochie, to keep your nut milk factory going?
You already
Sick. You gonna start your
factory employees to keep them warm? Yeah, I'm gonna start my room soon. I'm swapping.
Yeah, you should start your room.
healthy mix of Taylor Swift and Kobe Collette.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is the Muzak in the Nut Factory.
Did I just hear a guy, good morning, Did I hear a guy say he liked Taylor Swift?
Yeah, what's up, KP?
I don't know. I just heard a guy say, I'm lost. What's going on here?
Yeah. What's your old nut milk factory? So
Maybe my mind got blown with that one.
Okay, well, are you interested in visiting Pucci's Nut Factory? That's the question.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Don't.
Are you interested in visiting Pucci's
What
Nut
happens
Factory?
when you're in the muck? We start
Pucci's
talking
Nut
about visiting
Factory?
Pucci's
Yes,
Nut
no,
Factory.
Pucci has a nut factory, and he accepts visitors.
Oh, no,
and
good.
since you're new to the room, I was asking if you're interested in visiting his nut factory.
I'm good.
I don't accept visitors. That's
About some nut butter, Gotta love
You get a free Taylor Swift CD too.
Yeah, you listen to Taylor Swift in a nut factory? Nah, I'm good, bro.
That would be oh my god. That's a porn movie. It sounds like a porn.
I would go to Planters. I would go to Planters factory, not to no Poochie Nut Factory.
No, man, it's a black-owned business, bro. You gotta support the black.
No, sir. No, sir.
Only in the muck can you go from quantum physics and science and UFOs to fucking nut factories.
There you go.
Pucci's Nut Factory.
Shout out to In the Muff. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's go. Oh, for the buzzer, man.
It's a black-owned business.
That was some real nuts in the mouth right there.
Wait a minute. Are they black nuts? Are they, what do you call them? Nigger toes?
Oh, you can't say that anymore.
My grandfather used to call
No, use of the N-word in the
Don't say that word in here, bro.
Okay, I have not heard that since I was a little tiny kid. My grandfather called him that one time. The Brazilian nuts.
My
He called him that
grandpa
one
did
time when I was a
too.
kid.
KP, what is your description or word that you use for low-class black people?
Say what?
What is the word you use for low-class black people?
Low class black people.
Don't say the N-word. We can't say the N-word, Kate.
They are less fortunate people.
Naggers.
See, KP has K at the beginning of his name, and you can't say the N word or the K word. So
No, because I was told by Dave. But in another room, I would say other things, but the moderators are moderating.
Well, no, it's just one of the house rules. These are Mojo's rules, even though he's not here. But
Wait, where is Mojo?
Right, so I have to respect.
I thought he's coming back last week.
Sometime last night.
Oh, he did? I was gonna say, I don't even...
Yeah, he'll be back. Is he doing okay? He is actually doing really good, thank you. Good, okay.
Hey, what was that mansion be called?
It's amazing that,
for
the way
that listen to
people
Taylor Swift.
record these
What
rooms
mansion
all
would that
day
be?
long. And we never see him in here, though.
Oh, I didn't say he was in here.
Because I've been punching left and right for people on this app. It's stupid.
Yeah. Whoever did that, gracias.
What's rattling your ass? I don't know what you're talking
Gracias.
about.
Gracias. Happy Friday, everybody.
One of
We've
those
had a lot
red
of people
fox
come up.
lips.
Happy Friday, Serendipity.
Yeah. I love the weekends.
Oh, he's here. He's being reported now.
His phone died, y'all. It was really sad.
Let's see, is that a 14 that you holding?
M16 A2 service rifle.
Oh, 16. Oh, you guys are...
As a 16, yeah.
How the fuck you have a 16 this
With the
late
BFA on the end. I forgot about the BFAs.
Yeah, we're doing some red team, blue team reconnaissance bullshit. Capture the flag type shit out in Pendleton.
Yeah.
So yeah,
those are called BFAs at the end of the rifle. It's a metal thing we used to have to screw on there, so when we shot blanks, we couldn't actually kill each other with a blank.
Yeah, and then too, it helps keep the gas in the barrel to cycle the bolt. Because if you don't have that on there, then the pressure just goes out the barrel and it won't cycle the bolt.
Oh yeah.
You know what crazy Sig is? Dad was like, "This is the shittiest fucking rifle ever. Give me my 14 back."
I love the M16A2. I was telling Sig the other day that I had a record in Okinawa for shooting 20 out of 20 hits on a 12-inch round target from 500 yards with iron sights. And I don't know very many rifles I could have done that with other than the M16.
Yeah, that's a hard shoot, Mike. That's very fucking impressive, man. Very fucking impressive.
I mean, I remember to the day, like getting the first one and hitting it and being like, okay, and they just kept going. And I remember being like at 10, 11, 12, and it was just excitement was just building. It was super cool.
You gotta love a good long gun in the muff. Ladies, you have a preference of long guns?
Oh, I love long barrel, short barrel, racking. These terms.
You like double barrel, extra wide?
Yeah, they just do it for me,
Hell yeah.
I'm not saying a word. Okay.
Come on, now.
You should have seen us girls in chat one day when these boys were geeking out over their guns and the terminology that we were using, and we were like, what? We were having a heyday in chat while they were totally geeking out on stage.
See, what year did they stop using that rifle in the Marine Corps, the one you have in the A2?
Fuck, man. So I don't know, man, because they were still issuing it. I know they were phasing out to M4s when I got out. But for training, yeah. My son though says he when he went to candidate school in Chicago, the Naval Academy candidate school, they train with M4s.
The M4 is basically the exact same body, but just shorter barrel, or it's collapsible stock. Yeah, shorter barrel, right. But the body of it itself, the core part of it, the function, all that's identical.
Yeah. It's just the gas system. I think it's mid-length gas system versus rifle length with M16, and then then a 14-inch barrel instead of a 16-inch barrel. So
I don't think I could have got 20 out of 20 at that distance with a shorter barrel.
No, absolutely, yeah, more than likely not. Absolutely not, man. Yeah, absolutely not.
Do they have automatic anymore? Do they use fully automatic now instead of 3-round burst? Or do they? No,
it's still 3-round burst. They're never going to go back to fully auto unless you got a crew serve weapon, saw, 240, something like that. Just because I looked at the research, man, and the reason why they got rid of full auto is because troops and soldiers were just dumping wasting ammo, man. They were just dumping fucking ammo, so they went to the 3-round burst as a conservation method.
So they're going with a net zero warfare, Sig? Is that what they're looking for?
I don't know what net zero is. What is that?
Oh, I mean, like, no environmental damage. They care about the environment so much, right?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, nah. I mean, shit, if we left it up to these fucking tree-hugging retards, man, they probably would. We'd probably be fine with, like, vegan bullets and shit, so that way,
vegan bullets. I mean, technically, all bullets are vegan. That's a great thing. I think that's amazing. Impossible bullets.
Our Marine Corps fire teams, which for everybody else in the room, there's small groups that Marines fight in. Are they still comprised of 2 riflemen and a saw guy and 2 50 cal guys? Is it the same as it used to be?
Your squad's gonna have the 50 cal, but your fire team's gonna be typically, saw guy, 2 riflemen, and what is it? Saw.
Not a 50 cal though in this fire team.
I've never seen a fire team with 50 cal, bro. I've seen it. I mean, I guess they could.
We were taught in the early '90s. We did that. There was 2 guys. Like, one carried all the tripod and everything, and the other one handled the rifle because he needed somebody to switch off the barrels. So there's 2 guys with it.
Yeah, that might have been back in the day. They might have switched it up, but as far as I've been out in the field, Mike, a fire team, I've always seen like a squad will, a squad will have a 50 cal, but I've never seen a fire team broken down individually. But every single 50 cal I've shot or ran into has been vehicle mounted. It's been on an air.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I got a picture of me at Mount Fuji shooting one on the ground, a tripod version, sitting on my butt.
Oh, they're fun as shit, bro. They're fucking fun.
They're fun. I love the Mark 19 grenade launchers too. For everybody else in the room, it's a machine gun that shoots little grenades. They look like bees in the air when they take off, and then just then they hit all, like a big storm of hit. It's for lobbing over areas and getting people that are like down in crevices and stuff.
I've always had a dream of like shooting a 50 cal. I've been to like the range. How would do I like Google it? How would I
like a Desert Eagle? Desert Eagle, Dolly.
Oh, I would not want to shoot one of those.
How would I find that? How would I do that? I live in Arizona. We've got lots of shooting ranges.
I'm sure you could find a range that you should try out different weapons. Yeah, I'm sure there's ranges. I mean, the 50 cal is really fun because it has the trigger on it. You hold it with both hands. You grip it with both hands side by side, and then your thumbs press down, and the trigger is shaped like a V, like a butterfly wing under your thumbs. So you basically press the trigger with 2 thumbs at the same time. And it's just it's really fun.
Amazing.
It's really powerful,
So
and it vibrates the ground when it fires, and the whole ground vibrates, and the dust comes up off the ground while you're firing it. It's super fun.
Your hands will be bruised as well.
No, that pistol, yes. If you're shooting a 50 caliber pistol, fuck that. I don't like shooting high caliber
those things
pistols.
Hurt.
Yeah,
Even
and shotguns.
Even the 357 ammo, if you're not trained.
Yeah, and I hate shooting shotguns too. Like, I love shooting skeet because it's fun, but then at the end of the day, it just fucking hurts. I never got used to it.
I love on Mad Max when they're always like on the top of the cars and stuff. Like that is one of my dreams, and to be prepared for the zombie apocalypse as well. I would like to put a 50 cal on top of something and ride around with it.
I bet it's expensive because I don't know what the rounds cost, but I bet it's expensive. Like, to fire it the way you'd want to fire it, like we did in the Marine Corps, where you just kind of lay into it and let it go nuts. I bet it'd be super expensive because I have to Google it. I don't know how much each round costs, but it's probably
big cal costs lots of money. What was it, like 40? I think 40 cal in California. Last I looked, it was like $75 for a box of 20.
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see how much 50 cal costs. Hold on a second.
Moved to Florida from October the 8th until December 31st. There is no tax in our lovely state, the only state that actually matters. I'm only kidding. I just happen to say that all the time. But, no sales tax on ammunition or guns or fishing rods, boats, anything that'll get you outdoors.
It's 50 cal rounds are $800 for 200. So it's $400. It's $4 every time it fires. And when you're shooting automatic, like we used to shoot it at like old aircraft shells and stuff, and you just and you just keep going with it. So I never even thought about the fact that we're blowing money that fast.
And that's on the cheap end, Mike. You start getting incendiary rounds,
tracers,
rounds, like that. Yeah, tracer. You're talking anywhere from $10 to $25 a round, just depending.
Holy shit!
What you want to get? Yeah. 50 cal is expensive, man. Yeah, $4 is on the low end, but yeah, it gets expensive shooting 50 cal, and not let alone if you want to get a good, decent semi-automatic 50 cal rifle, you're talking no less than 15, 20 grand.
But I'm sure there's a place like in the state she lives in where you could like pay to experience one. I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Oh yeah, they got.
Yes, yeah. So I've been to some ranges, but I didn't know that you could rent a 50 cal.
Got some. More than likely they're going to be an outdoor range because you got to have a lot of land for 50 cal. But Arizona especially, you'll definitely be able to find something in your area. If you're talking about a handgun, most of your indoor ranges will let you rent like a Desert Eagle style handgun to shoot in.
But that wouldn't be the same experience, though, Stig. It wouldn't feel as cool.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. If you want to shoot a 50 cal rifle, look for an outdoor range that lets you rent it. It's probably going to be expensive, man. It's probably like $50 to $75 to rent it. But if you got the money to blow, the experience to even stand next to one of those things going off, it's like, dude, it's a good experience. It's awesome.
When you're firing them fully automatic, you can only go for a certain number of seconds before the barrel actually heats up so badly that it becomes dangerous, and the round can fire out the side of the barrel because it gets red hot. So in the Marine Corps, another guy carries extra barrel, at least one extra barrel, and he swaps it out. So while you're shooting it, you pause, and then he unclicks it, clicks the other one. So you're creating so much friction from those rounds going through the barrel that that's how badass it is.
Oh, yeah. You can actually, there's videos, Mike, where these guys are firing full auto, and you can actually see the barrel start to fucking droop because it's so fucking hot.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is Florida the only state that at our gun ranges they actually have a bar and restaurant attached? Because I brought this up before. Yes. People tell me that's crazy.
What's up, MG?
Hey, John.
How are you doing? What can I help you with?
I'm good. I have a quick question for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm looking for the recording because apparently I was a part of a discussion that I wasn't aware of. So I was looking for the recording from yesterday. Do you have it?
You'd have to check my YouTube to see if you can find it, because at 13 phones and I cut every hour. If I film for, that's hundreds of videos a day. So all I could say is I can give you some YouTube links and you can try to find it. It's like too hard to do one-off requests at this point.
Gotcha. Can you put it in the chat and I'll take a look? I can't figure out which Instagram is yours. There's too many.
No, it's not on Instagram. You can't live stream on Instagram anymore.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just go under your name.
Let me copy and paste it for you. Hold on.
Okay. I appreciate it. What's this PTR about? Let's see.
Yeah, Jay Breska said he's going to send me $1,000 if I can get him the Roger Mayhem Pepe Docs video. And it's there. I have it. If you could say it, it is not true. So I don't want to even waste my time for somebody telling me they're going to give me $1,000.
Okay.
So there is the primary YouTube. On that YouTube, there's other profiles for other YouTubes. I would just say don't waste too much time looking for it, because there's a good chance you won't find it.
Okay. Well, I will.
If I do see it, because I have a lot of accounts. There's like a 12-day gap right now, or a 13-day gap between recordings, and putting them from unlisted to public. So yesterday I started doing it, and I'm going to do the rest today. So there's about 1,000 videos about to be put into the public space, but nobody looks at my shit,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter. But I
Wait,
will.
so you so you haven't put yesterday out there?
It's on. It is on one YouTube account because that account, for some reason, everything gets listed as public as opposed to listed. So let me get you that YouTube account. This is the biggest one with over 7,000 videos. Let me get you that one. So you can see yesterday's recordings. Let me just get you the direct link.
Okay.
And you can probably find it. And if you try to space it out based on the time, you can probably find it quicker.
Okay.
This one is John Z. Kitover, Congressman.
Okay. Well, let me.
And if there's something you want me to delete or make private, just let me know.
I appreciate it.
I'm not looking to die on any hills here for streaming Clubhouse rooms.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you.
Okay, sure thing. Have a great weekend.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Those definitely aren't lightweight, man. Got to definitely have some grip on that shit, or else it'll run from you.
Yeah, the thing was serious. I just, like I said, I knew it was a revolver, and the barrel on it, gosh, it felt like the gun was probably 9 or 10 inches long. It was huge, but every time they shot it, it sounds like a freaking cannon going off. I'm just like, how does that little thing make so much noise?
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't say the same thing for Shumpy's 3-inch python, but it's all good.
Do you know what in the Marine Corps they were shocked by was the power of a hand grenade? Like the way that we never used them like in war or anything. I didn't use them in war or anything. But like the idea that you could throw into like a cave or something right now, or even be in the cave with it and then it goes off. I mean, in real life, they're so fucking incredibly powerful. Like when they go off, the whole ground shakes, I didn't expect them to be as strong as they were.
Yeah, the percussion off of grenades, bro, is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, really shocking.
That shit'll rattle your chest and your fucking jaw. It's just like the mortars, Mike. I don't know if you've ever been under mortar fire.
No, I've never done that.
Okay, yeah, dude, the mortars going off, bro. They were because we had a mountain range on one side of the base there. So the Hodges used to go up there and lob mortars trying to take out our planes and shit. Bro, when the mortars go off, bro, rock your fucking chest, man. Chatter, like your teeth are fucking chattering, bro. It's heavy, man. I don't know if you guys ever been on these car that has like a really booming sound system. If you've ever sat in there and felt that bass, how it rattles your rib cage and all your organs inside, that's how the mortars are going off, bro. It's horrendous the amount of percussion they give off. Funny story. When I was in Iraq, it was it was a normal thing for them to lob mortars at our planes and shit, our aircraft. But whenever mortars went off, you'd hear the first one. It definitely would ring some bells. So everybody's running to grab their flak jackets and helmets and all their protective gear, taking cover and shit. So we had a mortar go off. So everybody's scrambling. I run in the shop to grab my rifle, my bulletproof vest, my helmet, all that shit. And my staff sergeant, right at the time that first mortar was going off, he was putting SpaghettiOs in like the little microwavable container. He was putting them in in the microwave to heat them up to eat lunch. And as he's pulling them out, that first mortar went off and scared the shit out of him. So he like SpaghettiOs all over his tan camouflage uniform. So it was like right in his midsection, his torso section. So my sergeant at the time comes running in to grab his shit, and all he sees is me standing by my gear next to my staff sergeant, and he's just got all this red splattered all over his chest and stomach. So initially he thought he had been hit. So he goes running, like he's like, Staff Sergeant, no! He goes running to him and shit, like trying to render first aid because he thought he was fucking injured, but it was SpaghettiOs. So the staff sergeant's like, yo, get the fuck off me! What are you doing? Fucking SpaghettiOs. I'm good, man. I'm good. But it was like the funniest thing ever.
That's funny shit. One of the funny stories I have about the Marine Corps is when I was in Iwakuni, there was this. We all started piercing our nipples. We got drunk and we were in our barracks, and we started like putting safety pins through our nipples and piercing them. And then we went to the PX and just bought like regular earrings or whatever, sticking them. And it was like a trend kind of. And I was a lifeguard on base, so I had to take mine out whenever it was a lifeguard. I had to put it back in, and it never fully healed. It was a nightmare. But anyway, I was wearing one. I would wear one under my camis. It was like my little sign of revolt. I wouldn't tell anybody. And I was a journalist. I was a combat photojournalist, but I wasn't in during war. So I'd write news stories for the base newspaper and stuff. And my boss told me to go interview the first sergeant, who's like the most hard-ass son of a bitch that I knew. Go interview him about this rumor that they heard that Marines are piercing their nipples and how fucking inappropriate that is and all this. And write a story about it. And I was like, okay. So I worked the headquarters building, so his office was only a few doors down. So I went down there with a pad of paper to take notes and interview him. And I walked in and I said, First Sergeant. He's like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, hey, I'm here to ask for you. I need you to give me a quote for a story I'm writing. What's it about? Oh, it's about Marines piercing their nipples. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, apparently there's some Marines on base that are piercing their nipples, and I just want you to make a statement, And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? And he stands up and he goes, stand up. And I stand up, and he comes around his desk and he walks up to me and he goes, if I fucking knew a Marine had a nipple piercing, you know what I'd fucking do? And I was like, what? And he slams his hand into my chest, but my nipple piercing was on my left boob, and he slams his hand onto my right boob, and then he grabs a hold of it and yanks and pulls back. And dude, my heart was just pounding, and I was like, "Oh my god, he would have ripped it right out of my fucking chin if he would have done the other one." It's so fucked up.
You would have really had a purple nurple, Mike.
I would have been bleeding under my camis, and be like, "Oh, okay, thank you, thanks for the quote."
I mean, that would be like me being up here on stage talking about the best time that I need some dude in the groin. It hurts. It just hurts.
To think about, yeah. I ended up getting my nipple pierced officially later, my other one, and to be honest with you, it's fucking awful. Like, I used to have my tongue pierced at one time. That didn't really hurt. I had my ears pierced at one time. That didn't really hurt. But the nipple, dude, it never healed. Neither one. The one I did and the one I officially got done. Neither one of them ever healed. And I finally just took it back out. I'm like, fuck this. It's just, but they hurt like you think they would. It's horrendous, to be honest. Not as bad as a kidney stone, but it's pretty bad. There's a lot of sensitive nerves in that area.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. I was thinking about putting together a musical called Roger Mayhem. The musical, A Magical Mojo Positive Vibration Experience. Is anybody interested in attending an online interactive experience like that?
Yo, I want to see Anne's muff.
Goodbye. Let's just see if I can block you, Jacob. So rude.
Mike, I had no idea you had your nipple pierced. And one time, well, I don't want to say it. Never mind.
Oh, Jesus. I don't need you to finish. It's all right.
Yeah, you don't strike me as a nipple piercer, Mike. So, yeah, it's definitely...
When I got out of the Marines, I went nuts. Went out of the Marines, I went nuts. I got my tongue pierced, my nipple pierced officially. I got my ears pierced. I dyed my hair blonde, like the white hair thing that looked